So excellent news. And the most important news is that those families are all gradually coming out of quarantine. And I just want to thank them. By the work they've done, they have actually saved lives. I can't say how many lives, but there is no doubt in my mind they have saved lives by what they've done. So we're now at 137 cases related to that Indooroopilly cluster. And one of those cases today is linked to St Aidan's Girls' School. So that was very important that all of those people were in quarantine. Thank you very much, the St Aidan's Anglican Girls' School community. And then the others were related to Ironside and to Brisbane Boys Grammar School, and there were test positives on day 10, 11 and 12. So we're still seeing those cases come through. But it's wonderful to see that all of those people can now come out and go about their normal lives. Those cases related to the 137 cases, unfortunately, of course, those families are going to have to continue to quarantine until it's 14 days since anyone in that household has had contact with a positive case. So I'm really sorry for those families. They're going to have to continue to persevere, but very, very grateful to them, because having had those 137 cases in quarantine during their infectious period meant we could control this outbreak and stop it spreading to the broader community. So it's been critical. And then no cases in Cairns, despite another day of enormous amounts of testing. So thank you very much to all those people in Cairns who have continued to keep coming forward. Please keep doing that, because we know that you can see cases continue to pop up. So it's really important. Just come forward and get tested if you have any symptoms at all. And then throughout the state, please, we don't know when a case will come up into our state from New South Wales. We saw how rapidly they've had an outbreak develop in the ACT. From one case, they've already got more cases. They've had a lot of positive notifications in their sewerage. So that's why we had to rapidly put in place those restrictions here for people who've been in the ACT. So anyone who's been in the ACT since the 9th of August, I'm asking that you immediately quarantine yourselves at home for 14 days from when you left the ACT, and as of 1 a.m. on Saturday, anyone who arrives will be required to go into hotel quarantine because there is a significant risk. The ACT was one of the last places in our country that people from Queensland could easily travel to and from. If you think we've had restrictions on other states, and other states have had restrictions on us. So really, I think there have been a lot of travellers going to the ACT. So I'd ask anyone who's been to the ACT in the last 2 weeks to just check our website for any exposure venues in the ACT and contact us if you've been to those exposure venues. And anyone who's been there since the 9th of August, please, it's really, really important that you stay home and quarantine. That's critical, and the slightest sign of a symptom that you get tested and do a day 12 test before you exit. And if you could do one as soon as possible, that would be really good.